Next up, we have Mr. Rogers, and I think I saw you come in, Hakeem, with the mayor's office.
I'll have one
Oh,
more
sorry,
thing.
I am so sorry, Mr. Rogers, sorry. Sorry.
So I have, one more item here is to approve, a proposed budget for ANC 5E fiscal year 2017. This is the same budget that we approved, for this year, and nothing has changed, but I can just highlight it. Personnel, we have $0 allocated to that. Direct office cost zero. Communications, $650, which will go to newspaper ads for meeting notices, website hosting at $150 per year. Office supplies, equipment and printing, that's for copying and printing for each SMD, which is estimated $500 for each SMD. For the commissioners, copy and printing for each ANC meeting at 100 times 12 meetings, that totals 4,700. Grants, zero. Local transportation, zero. Purchase of service, zero. Bank charges, transfers, and petty cash, 100. And then the ANC Security Fund, $25, which is a total estimated proposal of $5,475.
Thank you so much.
I'd like to move to adopt this as our budget for fiscal year 2017.
Second.
Moved and seconded, any discussion?
Discussion.
Commissioner Lewis, any question?
Okay, my first concern with the budget is for fiscal year 2017, which is October, beginning October. However, we'll have a new commission, come next year. I think it's appropriate that that commission should have say in what the budget should be. So that's my only concern with the budget being created right now.
So the Office of the Advisory Neighborhood Commission requires each ANC commission to propose and submit a budget at the beginning of the fiscal year. So that's what we have done now, and we're in line with doing this, so that's why we're presenting it. And if there are new ANC commissioners that are here, they can, in the future, propose to amend the budget. So this is what we're gonna propose. This is what we're proposing for right now, because it's one of the requirements that we have to do every year.
Okay, I can understand that, but we actually had challenges with this commission itself because previously we have approved budgets where cell phones were a part of the budget, and then later they were snatched back, and now we have a hidden bill. So I'm very uncomfortable. I know we have to do it, but I'm uncomfortable how the 2 years go around, to be honest.
So this commission has never approved a budget where cell phones were a part of it. So the two budgets that we've submitted have not included those, so I can only go off of what this commission is approving and proposing.
Yes, and it goes back to my concern that it's a possibility since elections are November 8th, it will not be the same commission.
There's always an option to amend the budget.
I know.
Commissioner Henderson?
Yes, I share Commissioner Lewis's concerns. I am pleased that this amended proposed budget doesn't include any allotments for grants for possible malfeasance. And I would simply note that this commission has had the same treasurer since January of 2015.
And I've done a great job.
Yet here we are approving a budget. We haven't spent one penny. Thankfully, I was able to get the DC Auditor's Office to freeze this account to
They did
protect
that because you
public
ran the rest of the
funds.
bank.
And now we are moving
7.
forward. I look forward to the November 8th election where we will have changes. And hopefully those changes will result in the work of this commission supporting the interest of the citizens of the 5D community.
Only Kathy Anderson.
Any further discussion?
Donald Trump.
Seeing none, all for the motion to adopt the budget as distributed, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Opposed?
That motion passes by a vote of 5 to 0.
No, or,
Opposed.
you had two oppositions, or I know I am.
5, the number 2, the number 0.
You said
That's what he said.
Motion passes 5
Five,
yeses,
But
2
two
zero.
has different meanings, so it did sound different.
3 for clear.
Yes, perfect, thank you.
Majority was
Next up,
5.
we have Mr. Rogers, and thank
You
you.
mad?
Good afternoon, 5D.
Good afternoon, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. I'm sorry. Long day. My name is Hakeem Rogers. I'm from the mayor's office. of Community Relations and Services. And I would say 5D is my favorite place to come. And the data backs it up. As my superiors say, you spend too much time in 5D, you need to go in other parts of the ward. But I lobby on behalf of you guys. I'm sorry. I won't say anything. I lobby on behalf of you guys because I do see a need there. With that being said, the last meeting we weren't able to share some of the things that we've done over in 5D with several walks that have taken place in the Trinidad area, also on Sims Place, which was a major concern. We've gotten a lot of the vacant and blighted houses boarded up along with the help of DCRA and MPD. And actually 2 weeks ago we were out there boarding up houses as well. Took pictures, and feel free to follow us on Twitter at DC Mokers, so you can see the work that we're doing. Several weeks ago, 2 weeks I believe, we were out, Commissioner Roberts, over on Lang Place. We had a comprehensive walk over there as well, and the findings are forthcoming. Should be something to you by tomorrow. So we are here from the Mayor's Office of Community Relations and Services, and when I say we, I have a new person I would like to, well, he did introduce himself.
All right, good evening. My name is Lionel Gaines. I started in the Mayor's Office August 15th, and so far I've been introduced to 5B, third generation Washingtonian, born and raised in Ward 5. And I'm just here to talk about a little bit what the mayor's doing and the upcoming budget that she has and where her priorities are. The mayor thinks it's very critical to invest in infrastructure, public safety, crime, and people. One of the things that I really liked in the budget and what she's done in the last few years is investing in jobs and education and training. You go many places in the country, you won't find the investment in workforce development anywhere in the country. You can literally start from certifications, training, vocational, degree, and so on and so forth. And a program that is specifically in Department of Employment Services is Career Connection. And I probably mentioned that before last meeting, but it's a very powerful program. It's focused on youth ages 20 to 24. And she put forward $5 million to fund that program into the next fiscal year, hiring 12,000 youth ages 20 to 24. 12,000 youth ages 17 to 21 and 1,000 22 to 24. She has essentially spent $100 million into the Housing Public Trust Fund, making sure that we safe and guard affordable units. 1,200 units have already been built, and 5,300 are more to come. In education, the mayor has invested $70 million in increased enrollment across the city. I'm sure you've seen plenty of elementary schools that have been full-scale, modernized, and brand new, everything state-of-the-art. Please go and check out a lot of the schools across Ward 5, especially Brooklyn Middle School, one of the fewer middle schools from elementary schools in this area. But one thing I really want to touch on is what the mayor's doing with public safety and crime. The mayor's invested $8 million in this crime lab. She's hiring 25 additional civilian positions to support MPD. But aside of that, I could leave it up to the officer here to speak more about what Commander Fitzgerald is doing. But there have been recent incidents that the mayor has taken very serious, and we've been doing walks, as Hakeem Rogers said, in certain neighborhoods. So from boarding up homes to getting people employment and housing families, the mayor thinks it's very serious to take care of residents.
And with that last piece about it being a safer DC, Mayor Bowser is also, along with DDOT, implemented the Safer, Stronger, Brighter DC. So the District of Columbia has over 72,000 lights throughout the city. Over 72,000 lights, right? So if you see a light out, all you have to do is walk up to that lamp pole. We know fall is here and it's getting darker earlier. Walk up to that lamp pole. It has a marker on the lamp pole which identifies it, and you text street light to DC 32311. That's basically DC 311, and you'll get a reply message back. And with that reply message, you just type in that marker or that 100 block, and it'll automatically go into the system, into our unified communication system, and DDOT will have that service request number. And they'll actually also give you an estimated time of completion. So once you have that service request number, if it hasn't been completed at that time period, feel free then to reach out to our office, and we will follow up with the appropriate agencies. Right on the buzzer. So with that, I will open it up to community.
Two questions.
We'll take two questions. From every, yes, Commissioner Anderson.
Well, I just want to thank you both for your report, and also please share with Mayor Bowser again her comments today at the groundbreaking for the Level 2 Habitat for Humanity Partnership was precedent setting. It was wonderful. I want to recognize my colleague, Commissioner Lewis, for all her hard work with her neighbors, some of whom are here tonight. This was a unique partnership to actually bring affordable housing that's not just at 80% of the area median income, but 50% of the area median income. They interviewed one of your neighbors who was very articulate, very well spoken, and it was just so good to be there, and I was really heartened by the mayor's comments. And she also shared that this partnership is, again, precedent setting, and she issued a proclamation for affordable housing week, so it was just a feel-good opportunity.
She doesn't like
I
you.
was happy to be a part of that. Sorry, you were
Great to hear. Thank you. I'll tell it. Is there any other questions or concerns that you would like us to take back? Take yours, so.
Yes, I live in the Trinidad area,
Yes, ma'am.
and I hear that you say you board up houses, vacant houses. Why are you boarding them up and the squatters take the boards off and go in and they have squatters' rights? I don't understand that. I live next door to a vacant building, a vacant house. I don't feel safe, and I was told to call the police department each time I see them going in. And I also made reference with DCRA, nothing has been done. It's been over 30 days now, so now the squatters have rights. I don't understand that. I smell different smells through my walls. Bugs are coming in my house. I mean, I've called. What are you all gonna do about that? The mayor.
Okay. We can.
And also, I'm a taxpaying citizen. I've worked all my life, been in DC all my life. So what are you all going to do about that situation?
What's the address now?
It's 1208 Oakland Terrace, Northeast.
Yeah. Yeah. So
And a bunch of you guys came out during the summer party last month, and you all said you were going to do something about it. And I've called, taxed, sent letters, and nothing happens. Call police department, and they come out every day. But then they're still there. There's trash all over the yard, mattresses on the patio, and it's ridiculous.
yeah. You know, for that
And
particular.
taxes have
Yeah.
gone up, so what are you all going to do about it?
Yeah, for that particular residence, we are familiar with it, and like I said, we did come out and we had a walk. And DCRA, they unfortunately they do board up houses, but as you know, people do knock them down. We've been to multiple calls where the boards have been kicked in and people are back in. So it's basically going to take a concerted effort with the community and the mayor's office to report this. And you said you did report this, so now that we have it, we can take your information down and follow up with you as far as getting that house boarded up again. As far as
Been boarded up for, I mean, it's been vacant
For
for 7
years.
years.
7 years.
For years.
Okay.
Longer than that, actually.
Okay.
Longer than that. But,
Yeah, and I believe that house actually has several
so what
citations.
rights do I have as, I own my property, so what rights do I have?
I mean,
Because I want peace, I wanna smell fresh air.
agree, as you should.
I don't wanna have bugs in my house, so what are you all gonna do about it?
As you should. Like I said, I mean, the only weapons that you have would be to contact us. As far as coming out and boarding up the house again, the owner has been fined. And unfortunately, since it's private property, the district, we are limited in what we can do. But however, we are acting to the full capacity of the law of what we can do. So it would just take a concerted effort. We have a list of over 500 vacant houses alone in Ward 5.
For 7 years,
Alright,
they called it 311. Also had personal contact with DCRA. Oh, we'll get back with you.
Ma'am and Mr. Rogers, Mayor and Mr. Rogers, I'm gonna have to ask that you bring to a
Okay.
vote. If you would like to connect, please do so that we can look into it for you.
Thank you.
All right, is Mr. Doherty or anyone else from Councilmember Duffy's office here? Didn't see her. All right, with that, we'll move into, sorry, and, the fifth district report, please.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Sergeant Jenkins. I represent PSA 507. Tonight I'll be giving some statistics for 505, 506, and 507. I get a stats for the last 30 days versus the previous 30 days. And then I give a couple of community tips, safety tips. Then I open the floor up to any questions for a moment. Represent violent crimes, which would include homicide, sex abuse, assault with dangerous weapons, and robberies. 505 had 2 homicides in the previous 30 days. 506 and 507. Sorry, 506 had 0. 507 had 1. But the past